All right, joining me now on Inside TBT, AJ Davis of the Founding Fathers. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me on.
Absolutely. You have a remarkable story, incredible fight and courage. Most people know about it, but the reason we want to have you on the show is because, would love to hear that obviously in a little more depth, but then
hmm
also, your story brought you to TBT, and you were part of one of the craziest games in TBT history, which unfortunately you guys were on the losing end, but we'll get to that in a little bit. But I want to start
Right.
by just, giving the floor to you and allow you to kind of share your story, which I'm sure is, framed and a little different today than it was, 2 years ago at TBT.
Right. Of course. Approaching be coming on 3 years this May. Like I said, it was an accident where I was with my daughter, fortunately, helping a gentleman off the freeway, some perishable items that I had in my car at the time to get him through the night. Um, just doing a normal routine, good deed, just helping out this any possible way I can when I see people in that type of situation because you never know. For the drop of a dime, anyone's life can get to that second at any given time. So it just was something that a Norman accustomed to me just doing that I was instilled in me by my grandmother, just to help those in need if in possible way any way I could. So took that upon myself to give him those things that I had in my car at the time. Upon getting out of the car and getting those things out at the light on the freeway that I was at, the car came speeding off the exit and unfortunately pinning me to the back of my car. Um, They said if I was anything but 2 or 3 inches shorter, I would have died from the incident. So blessed and humble to just be able to hear again and coming on 3 years to be able to share my story about what happened with that tragic situation. Um, like I said, getting hit by the car, just climbing back into just being able to having the strength to get hit, getting that adrenaline, that rush to get back to my daughter to make sure she was okay, make sure my car didn't get stolen, anything like she was abducted or anything like that. And luckily, she had a phone with her and was able to use it and get to make that call to her mom, which I was dropping her back off to her mom so she can go to school the next day. And luckily, she was right down the road where we were meeting at, where I got off the exit at to help that gentleman out with those things for the night. And uh, and after that was pretty much a blur. Getting into the ambulance, going in a induced coma for a week after that, and then waking up, learning, having to gain some a conscious like a memory short-term memory regain and being able to swallow and chew again as well. And then just moving forward, and like a month of staying in the hospital with rehabilitation, getting out, wounds healing up great. To moving forward, taking it day by day, having my support system, my family, my friends around, people around the world, people in my city, my town, just being that inspiration for me to continue to live and continue to move forward every day. That gave me that energy, that drive, that passion to continue to be motivated and not let this thing set me back and continue moving forward.
Remarkable that such a crazy situation you've been able to turn into a positive light, and for you to be like, this was a something I was doing because of a lesson that my grandmother instilled in me. TBT was 2 months after
Right.
that. Was there a player or a teammate or a family member that was like, hey, AJ, we still want you to be involved with this, like you're a key part of this, like please come and help us represent JMU?
Like I say, it was my whole founding fathers team. First and foremost, they were there with me when I woke up, reaching out, texts and calls and things like that. And also TBT, just allowing us the opportunity to get in, given my situation, just knowing that prior months before in December leading up to the TBT, I was planning on playing, and then TBT doing that special moment for me, giving me the opportunity to roll out there for the jump ball, get my name called and all that. I was greatly appreciated, greatly honored, and TBT doing that for me. So that I can't forget that moment for me myself personally. I can't be more appreciative and thankful for TBT for allowing me that moment.
Yeah, and obviously, do I still got you? You're frozen on my end.
Yeah, I'm still here. I was
All
call
right.
coming in. My bad. Yeah.
All good. So obviously the initial moment was life changing. Would you
hmm
say that that TBT moment was life changing as well? I mean, just on Twitter alone, there was 800,000 views on that moment.
Most definitely a life changing moment. I think with TBT doing that, it shedded light. It gave light to my situation. I'm forever grateful for them as well. I don't think my story will be as heard as it is around the country, around the world as it is today. So I'm greatly appreciated for them this broadcast and that, and just giving me that opportunity to be in that light and that stage, and then just honoring me as a player, just knowing that, like I said, 2 months before that, 3 months before that, I would have been suiting up and playing in that game. But it was, God forbid, it was a life situation and changing situation that happened, and I wasn't able to play. So I'm definitely grateful and appreciative of TBT for allowing me that moment.
Absolutely. So, you guys were involved again in TBT last year. Hopefully, you'll
Mhm.
be involved again this year and every year moving forward. But what are you, AJ Davis, doing, the other 300 days of the year in terms of life and in terms of
Mm.
basketball?
Just in life in general, I'm taking it one day at a time, man. I have my days, I have my good days, I have my bad days. But like I said, it's that thing where my support system come in between family, friends, and just people I encounter every day. Just come up to and speak to me like, "Hey, man, I don't know you, but your story is an inspiration. Keep moving forward." And it's just always humbling and thankful for get those encounters to indulge in those people that use me as motivation. It's just like when they see me, it's like, man, I don't know how you do it, how you can continue to wake up every day with a smile, how you continue to be out in public and doing certain things like that. It's just like I'm just grateful for those people in my life that's getting me through the days every day, day in and day out. Because without them, like I said, I would have those bad days. I don't know where I would be without them, to say, and I greatly appreciate them all, hands down. They don't know how much I appreciate them on a day to day basis, some of the things they do. And just basketball wise, I'm still doing. I have my hands in it a little bit. I ain't gonna say coaching, but still I attend a lot of games. Just scouting players, looking at players, evaluating players, and a little film development as well. So I'm not too far removed from the game. Still have that passion for the game, and still working on there to get out there on the TBT floor and get in that scorebook, give me a bucket. But in due time, that will happen. That's the plan. In due time, that will happen.
Absolutely. If you've shown the world anything, it's that I got no doubt in my mind that that will happen. I remember talking to you in Columbus in
hmm
2021, which was after your guys' games.
Right,
You went to Columbus. You're like, I just want to keep watching basketball. Did
for
basketball
sure.
help you at all through those, initial weeks when you were able to really just have to be laying in bed? Did you watch any basketball? Did you keep up with basketball? What did you do really to, pass the time initially?
Yeah, most definitely. Those that's was that the second round. Those finals coming in to Columbus definitely gave me opportunities to continue watching basketball and gave me something to do in those days to get out of the house, like you said. But it was great. I definitely love that the finals came to Columbus and I was able to continue to watching and go.
Absolutely. Last question I have for you. Definitely want to
Mm,
touch on that game. That was one of the craziest, games in recent memory. You guys against sideline cancer. Obviously, you would have liked to see, your team founding fathers get the win, but how cool was it to be a part of that incredible game?
it was most definitely cool. It was a lesson learned. It gave us tools, the ability to regroup and come back that following year to see what we need to add and take away from that game. And just knowing that the pieces that we put together on that team were capable of competing with anybody. Just giving us that hope and that confidence coming back that following year to rebuild off of that. And then our second year, the same thing as well. I mean, we're not getting the draw that we would like to get, but we're getting a nice hand that we're being dealt. So we're trying to play it more strategically now and moving forward and getting us a win in our third year, 0-2 right now. So we're just looking for that win and keep the weekend rolling and try to get some more wins in TBT and try to make history and put our stamp in those books of TBT history.
Absolutely. Well, AJ, you truly have an incredible story that we all know is still being written. Anything else you'd like to share before I get you out of here?
No, sir. I'm just grateful and appreciative of everybody at TBT around the world, just basketball. Period. Just anyone I encounter, I'm greatly appreciative of you all, and I thank you all each and every day.
No, thank you, man. Talk to you soon. Appreciate you coming
Yes,
on.
sir. Appreciate you for having me on.